ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports, presents the youth of America doing their best. This is Scholastic Sports America.
Hello and welcome to SSA. I'm Carlos Diaz, your host, and for this week's show, we've got the best high school football game of the past decade, featuring two former national champions. From Pennsylvania, we've got the Berwick Bulldogs, and from Cleveland, the St. Ignatius Wildcats, two teams that have never played one another. Think about it. There are thousands and thousands of high school football programs throughout the country, and today, you'll see two of the very best battling right here in the hills of Pennsylvania. Now, these are two very strong programs led by two very different coaches.
I certainly want things done well. I like working hard. I have to outwork my opponent, I think, as far as time is concerned, because that's just the way I am. But I want the kids to have a sense of humor. I don't want them to get so carried away that or so uptight about something that they feel pressure within themselves. Let's go, Charles. No pain. There's no pain. There's no pain. You ready to play, huh? Big one. All right.
Coach Kyle does lead by example. He's a great man on and off the field. He's a great teacher, great father, great motivator.
I can get everything out of those youngsters my way. And I don't have to worry about repercussions. You hurt somebody's feelings. They're tough kids mentally and physically. It's a high school football game, guys. You understand? You're not playing the Steelers. You understand? You're not playing the Cowboys. You're playing a high school football game. And you played many of them. You won many of them. So let's just concentrate on what we have to do. Be smart, be intelligent, be intense. You'll have a good day. You understand me?
An autocracy versus a democracy. Berwick is led by the firm guidance of Coach George Curry. His success is undeniable. The Bulldogs have won the mythical national championship in 1983, 1992, and 1995.
Give me your youngster for 5 years, and I want to make him a better person, physically, mentally, spiritually, academically. I'm going to push that kid. I'm going to get everything out of him, and I'll get more out of him than his parents. That's my job.
Coach Chuck Kyle leads with a sense of inclusion. Players and coaches alike collaborate to maximize the talents of a team voted Ohio State champs 7 of the last 9 years and national champs in 1993.
When somebody turns to him and says, you've got to work 12 months out of the year on this one sport at an early age, I disagree with it. I think it's wrong. That age, let them play a lot of sports. High school, I hope they play a lot of sports. Because in college, there'll be one, maybe one.
Two different coaches, for sure, leading two different communities into a game that has become a bigger deal than anybody ever expected.
I don't think we set out to create a media extravaganza or anything here. It was, hey, we need a second game, you need a second game. Maybe we can make this thing work. It's 5 hours, but 5 hours is doable. It's a little bit of a strain, but it's doable.
All the hotels are filled up. All the restaurants will be filled up. I know all the stores in the community. Anything with Berwick football on, they sell. So a lot of people, it's really helped our economy.
12,000 fans will pack into this 8,000-seat stadium. Berwick was ranked number 4 nationally, St. Ignatius number 25. Yet the visitors didn't understand all the hype.
I think I'll laugh about it for a couple minutes, laughing at their big circus over there. It's not that I'm criticizing being a fan of high school football, because it's the purest form of the game, what I consider. But it's just a game. It's just a game. It's not a circus, and so I don't think it'll affect our team at all.
Really nothing different from any other week. I mean, anytime we go away on the road, there's always fans that are always cheering, against us, trying to, get in our heads.
All week we've been watching them on film, practicing, going over their plays, going over our offensive plays for what they run. They're a real good team. They got an awesome defense, awesome offense.
This is what we practice for right here. This is what it's all about, guys. You got an opportunity to be in a game that some high school kids will never dream about. Now let's make
They're battlers for 48 minutes. Why? Because we want to be challenged. Damn it, Berwick. Hit. Play. Play the game. We need to be challenged, men. That's the only way we're going to be better. It's the only way we're going to get better. We traveled here, fellas, to be better. If they'll challenge us, thank God they will. And I'll be damn disappointed if they don't. 48 minutes of being challenged. We need it, Berwick. You challenge us. And I know, man, you're ready for that challenge. That's why we came here. That's why we came here. Show them St. Ignatius football, men. Show them. Show them. Let's go.
Third down and 4 for the Wildcats. Same formation, 2 wide receivers set. They're split. Yandick tight right. Ardeer and Gonzalez and I. They're going to throw to Ardeer. Got it for a first down across the 35 and tackled at the 38-yard line. And play action pass. Dave will go with all kinds of time. Over the middle. It's Scarlatti. He's got the ball for a first down at the 31.
Just a 5, Nick. Just been a 5. Just a 5-man line. Right. May have been a slant.
This time, I formation, but Lerner is in a wing to the right. Now he goes in motion to the left, and we're going hands off wing Gonzalez. Straight up the middle, big hole across the 5. He's in! Touchdown, St. Ignatius!
Come on! It's 48! It's 48 minutes! When it's done this way, they're not challenging us enough! They are not challenging us enough! Almost done! Drop a little bit. Let's go.
Down 7-zip, the Bulldogs didn't panic. On their first play, they stick with the ground attack and get stuck for a 3-yard loss. On the next play, the exchange between Jeremy Chapin and Cody Hall results in the game's first turnover. St. Ignatius is in business, deep in Bulldog territory, and they waste no time going for the big lead.
David going to the air, pumps once, throws the end zone, Lerner wide open, touchdown! St. Ignatius up 13-0 with 6:18 to go in the first quarter.
The boys from Ohio were making it look easy. Dave Rangone was starting only his second game ever. A change of momentum was in sight when Rangone was sacked and fumbled. It was time for Berwick to capitalize.
Two wide receivers set for Chapin. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Hall the only running back. Chapin will throw. He wants it all on first down. Left corner end zone. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Chapin to the shotgun. 3 wide receivers set. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. And Chapin to throw. Has time. Pumps. Throws over the middle. Intercepted by the Wildcats. Mark Ballack at the 20 to the 25 and tackled at the 28-yard line.
Chapin throws an INT. Was it a bad break or a sign of things to come?
And that's the way the first quarter would end, with St. Ignatius of Cleveland up 14-0 on the Berwick Bulldogs of Pennsylvania. Kind of surprising, the visiting team would have such a big lead early on. Well, when we come back, we've got some of the top high school prospects from around the country and more highlights of this game, the biggest game of the year for high school football. All that when SSA returns.
Who you are anymore.
Welcome back to SSA here in Pennsylvania, where the Berwick Bulldogs are now down 21-0 to the St. Ignatius Wildcats of Cleveland. Not the kind of game you guys expected here in Berwick, is it?
I'm sitting here next to Megan, and now, Megan, you're a big gymnastics fan, aren't you? And you know who J.C. Phelps is, don't you?
The big Olympic star from 1996. Well, Megan, we focused on J.C. last year on SSA, and this year we've got a new gymnast. Her name is Haley Van Meter. She's from Texas, and Randy McAvoy's got more right now. Randy? Are getting warmed up for the second half, so let's take a timeout and take a look at USA Today's top 10 football rankings. For all 25 of the top high school football teams, look in Tuesday's edition of USA Today. Stick around, we'll be back with the conclusion of the biggest high school football game of the decade when SSA returns.
There's no question about the fact that
St. Ignatius was up by 3 touchdowns at the end of halftime, and in the third quarter, they're looking to pile on the score. Guys, can they do it? Yeah!
An up back. Great field position though for the Wildcats as Masterson goes down and the Wildcats have a 1st and 10 from the Berwick 35. They're going rolling out, going to throw, fires, caught, Yandick, first down.
There's a guy in the flat, the guy in the seam. Come on, Leroy.
3rd down and 10 from the Berwick 23. We're going with 3 receivers and Hannah the only running back. In the pocket he goes. Pump once. Throws deep. Left side. Lerner. Touchdown!
Little meat and potatoes action, you know what I mean? We've thrown some touchdowns. Now it's time to, kind of, come on, huh? Game? Huh? Game for that?
Berwick was shut down on its first drive of the second half. A glimmer of hope emerged, however, as they recovered the punt when it hit a St. Ignatius player.
And they give the ball to Tony Melchior, and he's upended at the line of scrimmage, a yard maybe. Three wide receivers set. James, the only running back, is caping then a throw. Rolling to his right, has some time, sets up, throws, caught by McCabe, and then dropped at the 45-yard line as Mark Malik broke it up.
Ohio's best was clearly the better team on this day. It was a beating that nobody expected, least of all Berwick. Down by 37, the Dogs went to the air. The down and out, knocked down. Play action to the wingback went for 18, but Roy James paid the price. Kip McCabe grabs the slant for 10 yards. Chapin goes to the end zone. McCabe almost gets beheaded at the 5. And finally, Brandon George fumbles. An unfortunate but fitting end to a day of football thoroughly dominated by the St. Ignatius Wildcats. Two legendary coaches played the game everybody wanted to see. The hype did exceed the contest. Coach Kyle's team owns the bragging rights for at least 1 year. A rematch is already scheduled for next year.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of SSA. Don't forget, next week, we've got the Nike Girls Basketball Camp featuring some of the top female hoopsters throughout the country. You can see that show on October 6th at a special time, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. For the entire staff of SSA, I'm Carlos Diaz. Have a great week.